Hello, I'm Jouni, the CTO of Process OPC, and in this presentation I will tell you how to get started with OPC UA. And it's actually consisting of two parts. This is part one, which is targeting more if you are using or looking for end user products. And then there's the second part, which is more for the developers if you want to develop products yourself. It's kind of consisting of two parts. First, I'll talk you about the free test applications that can be very useful for you. And the second part is more about the end user products, how you find them, the best ones for you. And related to that, I'll talk a little bit about the profiles, OPC UA profiles that are important in regard, and also about the certification, how we guarantee that the products are also interoperable. And then you can go to the product catalog where you search for the products. So this is the contents of the presentation. Free test applications are useful when you want to learn about OPC, OPC UA especially, or if you want to teach someone, or when you need to find out what the other part is containing. Remember, OPC UA is a client-server architecture, so you always have a server application available from somewhere and you have a client application available from somewhere. Your first task is to connect these together, but if you end up in any kind of issues or you need to just figure out how that should be done, you have, for example, a server application all there installed on your site, then you can use a free client application to view how or find out what that server actually contains. Or if you have the problem the other way around, that you have client applications that are accessing server data, but you don't yet have the real server available, or there's something wrong with this, then you can try out also the demo or simulation servers that are available from the market and see how your communication is working, or kind of debug the communication problems as well. These test applications are available from different parts. Of course, different manufacturers are producing their own ones and providing them with the applications themselves or the products themselves. But OPC Foundation has prepared some sample applications that are included in the .NET Legacy project that's available from the GitHub nowadays. I mentioned GitHub in the other presentation, which is about the online resources, and I will also talk more about GitHub in the second part, which is targeting the developers more. Unified Automation has good tools. The UA Expert is the de facto client application that people are using for accessing any server. With that one you can view the data that's coming out from the server. You can browse the address space and check out the current state of the nodes in there. Process OPC has a similar application which is called OPC UA Client, and that can be used for the same purpose. That one also available for Linux and OS X. On the server part, Unified Automation has demo servers which don't really have any user interface but are useful for accessing or providing some demo information. And Process OPC has a similar type of simulation server, which also has a user interface that shows you more what's happening inside the server itself, and you can also configure it to your needs through the user interface. Okay, but then your real task is to find the real and the correct product for your needs. For this, you need to first answer a few questions, whether you are searching for a standalone or embedded product, whether it's a client or server application that you need, which OPC UA profiles you need to be supported or you're looking for support, and then the final question, the most important maybe, is that is this product certified, or do you require certified products, which I pretty much recommend. But what are the profiles? Well, the profiles are subsets of functionality of OPC UA. The specification is pretty large. OPC UA contains maybe too much, you could say, of alternative ways to show different information, different functionalities. But these profiles help with that, so they take the functionality in parts, and then the applications can also declare which parts of the functionality they are actually providing. And when you're going and looking for the applications, you need to check which profiles they are supporting actually. The profile is also the target for certification, so when you look at the applications or the products, which profiles they are certified for, then you know that they really kind of fulfill the requirements of those functionality. The profiles are kind of listed or defined in a separate website. It's called Profile Reporting website, and the main parts there are the full-featured profiles for the server side and also for the client side. Less for the client side at the moment. And there are, on the server side, there are different levels. The lowest level is a nano embedded device, which doesn't require much, mostly just read and write access. And then there's the other end of the spectrum is the standard server profile, which requires all the security functionality and subscriptions and almost everything that you need for a standard OPC UA functionality. These profiles are used to define the OPC UA Part 7, which is the profile specification as well. Product certification is an important topic, and it's very much end-user focused. The value proposition is, of course, that there is a proven reliability and interoperability from the certification. You get faster configuration and startup with fewer support calls when you're using certified products, and it's minimizing your integration risks in general. Target is that you could just plug and play different systems and applications together with certified OPC UA products. It doesn't, of course, guarantee you that you are out of all the trouble in this because of the multitude of applications, but the target is that there would be as little problems for you as an end user as possible. Okay, and then when you're ready to select the products that you need, you can go to the product catalog of OPC Foundation, which is available from the website. Under the products menu, find the certified products part, and there you can find the certified products that you need. You can search for certain products with the search option. For example, if we are searching for servers, we find a number of products, quite a big number actually. And from first you see the vendors that are providing these, and when you open each vendor from the search results, you will find the products that they are providing and the certified profiles for each that help you to figure out which level of support these applications are. And another example is that we look for Modbus support, and for example we find the Process OPC product which is providing standard server support and converting between Modbus and OPC UA. So that was the way to find the products that you need. And then there's one more thing that you need to know. Typically people still have a lot of classic OPC applications installed on sites, and the first question of course is always, how do you use the classic applications with OPC UA? They are pretty much different protocol, but the good news is that we have wrappers available for you. OPC Foundation is providing some samples that are available with the so-called .NET Legacy project, but there are also commercial products available, and in general I recommend the commercial ones. The classic version of OPC especially is not a simple protocol, and there's a big variety in the support level of the products in the market, and we always end up in different small trouble with different applications, and the commercial products in general have tackled more issues already. But you can check out both the options and see what fits for you. Okay, thanks for that part. And so this was targeting the end user part, which is pretty simple. You just try to find the products that suit for you and hope that they work as well as possible. So please go for the certified products. In the next part, I will talk more about the developer tools that are available.